Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hi everyone. So today we are from Group 1 from subject Educational Psychology course code EDEP 1103. We are going to present to you guys a topic entitled Effective Teaching and Learning. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, everyone, but before we go in deeper through the content, let me introduce to you guys our group members. First, start with myself, Aiman Akib, and then we will have Muhammad Muaz, Zikril Hakimi, Muhammad Naufal, Ahmad Farid, and Muhammad Faris, also the last one, Muhammad Zikri bin Ismail. Next, we will look into the table of content first. So, our group will start with an introduction briefly and also the background of the topic. Then, we will move to the literature review, and then we will move to the Islamic perspective, means how can we address this topic based on the Islamic perspective, and then we will have a short podcast, also a short drama or sketsa. So let us start with the introduction first. As you guys can see in the screen, effective teaching and learning are essential for empowering individuals and driving societal progress. When teachers employ effective instructional strategies, adapt to students' needs, and create an inclusive and engaging learning environment, students are more likely to develop a deep understanding of the subject matter, critical thinking skills, and a lifelong passion for learning. By fostering effective teaching and learning practices, we can unlock the full potential of education and empower the next generation to thrive in an ever changing world. So, let us look a little bit about the background of the topic. Education is the cornerstone of society, providing individuals with the knowledge, skills, and tools necessary to navigate the complexities of the world. At the heart of education lies the dynamic relationship between teachers and learners, where effective teaching and learning take place. Effective teaching goes beyond the mere transmission of information. That means it involves creating an environment that nurtures curiosity, promotes critical thinking, and inspires a lifelong love for learning. Effective teaching encompasses a wide range of strategies and practices that engage students in meaningful ways. It goes beyond rote memorization and encourages active participation, collaboration, and problem solving. An effective teacher recognizes the diverse learning styles and needs of their students, adapting their approach to cater to each individual's strengths and challenges. They foster an inclusive classroom environment that values diversity, respects different perspectives, and promotes a sense of belonging for every student. Furthermore, effective teaching is rooted in a deep understanding of subject matter. A knowledgeable teacher is able to provide clear explanations, offer relevant examples, and make complex concepts accessible to learners. They create learning experiences that connect classroom content to real world application and situation, helping students see the relevance and importance of what they are learning. On the other hand, effective learning is an active and collaborative process. It involves students taking responsibility for their own education, seeking out knowledge, and engaging in deep learning experiences. Effective learners possess a growth mindset, embracing challenges and viewing failures as opportunities for growth. They develop critical thinking skills, ask insightful questions, and actively participate in class discussions, cultivating a sense of ownership over their education. Technology has also upgraded the teaching and learning landscape, opening up new possibilities for engagement and interaction. Effective integration of technology in education can enhance learning outcomes, provide personalized learning experiences, and facilitate access to a vast array of resources and information. Alright, guys, so from the introduction and the background of the topic, we can extract some keywords. First, education as the foundation of society. Second, dynamic relationship between teachers and learners. Third, effective teaching goes beyond information transmission. Next, nurturing curiosity and promoting critical thinking. And next, active participation, collaboration, and problem solving. And the last one is inspiring a lifelong love for learning. Next, let us have a look to the literature review. Effective teaching and learning have been the focus of extensive research and literature in the field of education. Scholars and educators have explored various aspects of teaching and learning strategies, instructional practices, and their impact on student outcomes. This brief literature review provides a glimpse into key findings and trends in this area. A significant body of research emphasizes the importance of active learning in promoting effective teaching and learning. Studies have shown that engaging students in hands-on activities, discussions, and collaborative projects enhances their understanding and retention of knowledge. Active learning methods, such as problem solving, case studies, and group work, encourage critical thinking, creativity, and the application of concepts to real-world situations. The literature also underscores the significance of creating an inclusive and supportive learning environment. A sense of belonging and respect for diversity fosters students' engagement, motivation, and academic success. Research has highlighted the benefits of culturally responsive teaching, where educators acknowledge and incorporate students' cultural backgrounds and experiences into the learning process. Inclusive practices such as differentiated instruction accommodate diverse learning styles, abilities, and interests, catering to individual students' needs. Furthermore, a strong foundation of subject matter knowledge is crucial for effective teaching. Teachers who possess a deep understanding of the content are better equipped to explain concepts clearly, provide relevant examples, and make connections to real life contexts. The literature suggests that ongoing professional development and continuous learning for educators are essential for staying updated with subject matter advancements and implementing effective instructional strategies. So let us look what Freeman said. Freeman said he conducted a meta-analysis to 200 studies and found that active learning approaches such as problem solving, group discussions, and hands-on activities result in improved students' performance and engagement. Tomlinson in 2014 comes out, he said, inclusive practices such as differentiated instruction ensure that educators accommodate diverse learning styles, abilities, and interests catering to individual students' needs. According to Darling Hammond, 2017, ongoing professional development and continuous learning opportunities are crucial for teachers to deepen their subject matter knowledge and refine their instructional practices. And according to Means, 2010, technology's role in teaching and learning has become increasingly prominent. The integration of technology in education has the potential to enhance student engagement, provide personalized learning experiences, and expand access to resources and information. So, for the last one, let us see how Islam address this topic based on Islamic perspective. The first one, acquisition of knowledge. The Quranic verse read in the name of your Lord who created you in Surah Al-Alaq highlights the importance of seeking knowledge. Islamic teaching emphasize the pursuit of both religious and secular knowledge as a means to better understand and serve Allah's creation. The second one, educator-student relationship. Islamic teaching emphasized the role of educators as mentors and guides. The Prophet Muhammad SAW said, whoever treads a path in search of knowledge, Allah makes the path to paradise easy for them in Sahih Muslim. This hadith highlights the responsibility of educators to facilitate the learning process and create an environment conducive to spiritual and intellectual growth. The third one, inclusivity and diversity. Islam promotes an inclusive approach to education that values diversity and respects different perspectives. The Quran states, O mankind, indeed we have created you from male and female and made you peoples and tribes that you may know one another in Surah Al-Hujurat. Islamic teachings encourage embracing diversity and fostering an inclusive learning environment where all students feel valued and respected. And the last one, moral and ethical development. Islamic education emphasizes the holistic development of individuals, incorporating moral and ethical teachings into the learning process. The Prophet Muhammad SAW, peace be upon him, said, I have only been sent to perfect good character in Musnad Ahmad. Islamic education aims to cultivate virtues such as honesty, integrity, compassion, and humility alongside academic knowledge.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Fadil bin Ridwan. Matrix number 2229449. So as we have discussed before, our group is going to have a podcast regarding an issue, an effective teaching in learning process. So basically, an effective in teaching and learning process combines two types of people, which are the student and the teachers. So in this video, I'm going to have the idea from the students and the teachers, and I will get the idea whether the implementation of effective teaching and learning process will give the benefit and improvise the teaching method. So from the summarization of their point, I hope that we'll help our speakers in the podcast to elaborate or maybe improvise their idea. So I think let's go to the first candidate.
Hey, what's up guys? So as I have told you before, that today I'm going to interview my few friends regarding their opinion and perspective of positive approaches from teachers to their students during the lesson. So today I am with my friend. What is your name, brother?
My name is Muhammad Al-Harith bin Mahdi, and I am from Ahmad Ibrahim Kuliah of Lost Icon.
So today, Ahmad, I'm going to ask you a question from your perspective. You are a student, right?
Yes, I am.
Yep. So what do you think on positive approaches from teachers to you as a student during the lesson?
So basically, Brother Farid asked a very good question. Me myself as a student feels like good approach from lecturers or teachers themselves help in loosen up the tension a little bit, since throughout the whole semester the students will eventually face many obstacles and also challenges such as assignments, lectures, and also activities. So when teachers, for an example of good approaches, when they explain their boundaries or their rules and also things that students may do in their classes, this eventually gives students the idea on how to create a great bond or get even closer with the lecturer. So eventually when they get closer, they will get the spirit on learning, on participating in class, and eventually in the end they will increase their grade for their semester.
Oh, that's a good point for me, and I agree with you. So I guess it's a good point from him. So shall we go to the another person? Okay. Hi, it's me again, Ahmad Farid. So let's go to another friend of me. So today I have brother Irfan. Can you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Muhammad Irfan Rahman Rishal. I am from ICOL and I'm a first year first semester student.
Oh, okay. So Irfan, actually today
Yes, ma'am.
I have been given a task to ask my friends about effective teachings and how it impacts you as a student if your teacher is being proactive during the lesson.
So how it affects me as a student when the teacher is proactive during classes is that I would have more engagement with my teacher because as the teacher is being a proactive individual in the class, so the students are more inclined to engage and inclined to ask more questions, inclined to ask to seek answers, inclined to interact, inclined to do any things that the teacher instructs us to do. This is what teaching is. It's one-to-one communication. It's not talking to a wall. All right, and I believe that proactive teaching also enables teachers to anticipate challenges, anticipate or obstacles, anticipate disruptions before they come, because proactive teachers tend to understand their students better, and proactive teachers tend to work well in classroom settings regardless of institutions. You can have primary schools, you can have secondary schools, you can have higher institutions, and still proactive teachers would control the situation, you know, because it's like taking care of children, you know, as we all know that we respect our teachers more like parents, like, so would you love your parent to be passive, or you like to your parent to be active? So I would really prefer when my parents to be active in classes. So yeah, I believe that proactive teachers really heavily influence on a student's performance in academic. Yeah.
Wow, that's a huge point from very friend, and it's good to ask you this question. So thank you for your preparation. See you in the next candidate. Thank you.
So yeah, welcome back. As you have seen before that I have consulted Brother Irfan and Brother Amar from Ahmad Ibrahim College of Laws and asked from their perspective as a student of effective teaching and learning process. So what can I summarize from their point that students will be more comfortable if their teachers being effective. Students is going to be more active rather than be passive. I also, as a student, I would prefer to have an interactive communication between the student and the teachers. You know, communication is the key. So I hope that will help our speaker from the podcast to elaborate the student perspective of effective learning process. So the next one, from the teacher's perspective, I have asked Cikgu Ahmad Idham Syakirin, who is currently a teacher in primary school. So I have consulted him through Telegram. So later I will give the detail. So I question him like this. The first one is, dari sudut guru, kenapa pentingnya interaksi yang proaktif antara guru dan pelajar? Jadi jawapan beliau, hal ini akan mewujudkan sesi pembelajaran dua hala guru yang akan mendapatkan reaksi murid ketika menerima sesuatu ilmu yang baru, dan guru itu tidak akan mengajar tanpa mengetahui tahap kefahaman murid yang mahu diajar. Reaksi yang proaktif juga akan mewujudkan sesi soal jawab antara murid dengan guru jika murid tidak memahami pembelajaran yang diajar, dan ini akan memupuk sifat berani bertanya dan tidak diam jika tidak memahami tentang sesi pembelajaran. Murid dan guru akan mengukuhkan hubungan antara guru dan murid di dalam kelas ketika mengajar, dan hal ini akan menjadikan guru yang mengajar dihormati dan disayangi murid. Jadi soalan saya yang kedua kepada Cikgu Ahmad Idham Syakirin, adakah interaksi yang aktif antara guru dan pelajar memberi motivasi untuk guru mengajar serta murid di dalam kelas untuk belajar? Jadi jawapan beliau ialah ya, perkara ini dapat menjadikan motivasi kepada guru dengan menjadikan guru lebih bersemangat untuk mengajar murid di dalam kelas. Hal ini disebabkan kerana interaksi yang aktif antara guru akan melahirkan suasana yang mesra antara guru dan murid, dan ini dapat menyumbangkan kepada keinginan murid untuk belajar tanpa apa-apa tekanan. Interaksi yang aktif juga akan membuatkan murid rasa dihargai jika soalan yang mereka tanyakan kepada guru dapat dijawab oleh guru, dan ini akan menjadikan murid untuk fokus di dalam kelas. So that's all from the teacher's perspective. I think that's all from me. I will pass the floor to the podcast members to discuss on this matter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to our IUM podcast. So today we have two guests from Kuliah of Education. So the first one is Muhammad Zulkifli, which is a lecturer in TESL, and this is Muhammad Fabian Razman, lecturer in TESL. So guys, are you ready for the interview?
Yeah.
So have you eaten today?
Not yet.
Not yet. Why not?
Because today is a hectic day and I have to give some lectures in the morning, and now it's already 12 o'clock and we still didn't eat yet. How about you?
I have eaten. Yeah. After this we can go.
Yeah, we can go.
Maybe to Mawasing to.
Oh, good. Sounds good.
So today we are going to talk about effective teaching and learning. So do you have anything that you know about teaching or learning? Of course. So I will talk about effective teaching as you know, is the knowledge, strategy, and process and behaviors which lead to good student outcome. Effective teachers have a positive impact on their students and use their expertise to improve learning. So these good outcomes are often those that can be measured easily, usually taught by summative assessment. So, however, it's also important to remember that not all aspects of effective teaching are immediately visible or measurable. So, effective teachers cultivate excellent working relationship with their students. So, for our first question, I will ask Dr. Mas. Okay. So, in your opinion, do you believe that a positive teacher and student relationship can affect the student's development and so for the teacher?
Yes, I believe about it because it is a key component in learning and teaching in the classroom, and also it also an academic engagement for the student because when the teachers being positive to other students, the students also can give the same feedback and they will have a more positive class. And as we know, when negative relationships happen in the classroom, as an example, when the teachers being like toxic to the students, like always being harsh to them, they will start to not attending the class, and then they also will like, what we need to do this, what we need to do that. They will question everything, they will question everything, and they will not trying to listen to what the lecturer says. Yeah.
So it's going to be easy for the teacher and students and to have a teaching and learning and learning in class when they have a positive relationship.
Yes.
So do you have any opinion?
Yes, can I add something? When we talk about positive relationship between teachers and students, I think it's more about the bonding. Yes, between the teachers and students. Back then, when I was in my school, the most subject that I hated so much was mathematics. I am able to master mathematics. Since I was primary school until middle school, but alhamdulillah I managed to score thanks to my teacher. Because my teacher, he didn't belittle me or he didn't say anything such harsh word. Just like what I said just now.
So the positivity.
Yes. He always encouraged me to do lots of practice. He encouraged me to do lots of past year examination questions in order for me to succeed in my XPM examination.
So the bonding between the teacher and student is very important.
Yes.
Essential. The key, top secret in teaching and learning, effective teaching and learning.
Yes, and some teachers, if you see back then, I also, as a student, we used to be a student. That now we are a lecturer. So I, how do we say? I applying the same thing what my teacher done back then. He teach like he is my friend. He used to method like. How do we say? I'm sorry, my English is all bad. I'm teaching in Arabic, not in English. So
You want to speak in Arabic?
No, it's okay.
So you apply same thing what your teachers done to you to your student, right?
Yes, I don't think that they are my student, but more likely that they are my friends.
Our best friends.
Yes, because when we think that they are our friend, we will be more open.
But you still put the border.
Yes, still we have the
Yeah,
border. You can see the approach between them,
So, as a teacher, when you be a teacher to your students, so what are the effective style to approach them to have the positivity and to have the bonding between them? What is the effective style to maybe teaching them or they ask to approach their student? So can you answer?
This is my question. Okay, this is an interesting question. Okay, so
I'm going to highlight this point from Islamic perspective. Okay, you know there's a book from a scholar from Syria. His name is Sheikh Abdul Fattah Abu Buddha. In his book, he compiled lots of hadiths and prophetic texts that said about how our beloved Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, how his approach, how the methods that he used to teach and to guide fellow companions back then in his life. So one of the main point that Sheikh Abdul Fattah Abu Buddha highlight is I like to use this style, this method to approach my students. As example, when my students they finish the task that I assigned to them, so I will not scold them at the first place. Okay. Because when I scold them, I only gonna create more, how do we say,
Negative.
Negative impact. Yes, negative environment, negative impact to them. So I don't want such thing. So first thing first I will done is I will go to them, I will approach them by having heart-to-heart conversation with them. I will have a slow talk with them. Yes, because we as a student, we as a lecturer, we don't know what exactly their problem. Maybe they are facing lots of problem in their life, such as
family.
Yes, family problem, mental illness. Yes.
Yes, because we already have been in that situation.
Yes.
As a student. So that is your.
Yes, I will have a heart-to-heart conversation, talk with them. So from there we can see maybe we can solve lots of problem and we can find solution for the problem, and then maybe from that the bonding will be stronger.
So that is your effective approach.
Yes.
So do you have any opinion?
For me, what Dr. Mohammed said is true, because student is kind of sensitive. Because their generation is
nowadays, right?
The generation is very sensitive. We only school at them just a little bit, and they will start to,
So you need a different style to not like a teacher like that.
Yeah, we need to adapt with the environment, with the generation, so that we can teach them.
Maybe we can see right now the younger generation, the millennial, most probably the teachers at school, when we only put our finger to them, and then their parents will come. What we call it? Surat saman.
Fine letter.
Fine letter. That's the word. Fine letter.
From WhatsApp.
From WhatsApp as well.
So you do that to approach a student, we must use the effective style.
Yes.
So next question is for Dr. Muhammad specifically. So the students' engagement is one of the key of effective classroom management. The student engagement in class, like when you ask, they will answer. Or do you believe that student engagement is one of the key to effective classroom management?
Yeah, that's the most important thing actually. Because if the student didn't engage in the classroom, then
you will talk alone.
Yes, talk like who, right? They will talk alone, and then there's nobody seeing our lecture.
There's no two-way interaction,
communication.
So just like.
But actually, we realize that's the culture, that's the traditional of our method of teaching since
It's a long year ago.
Yes, British colonized us. Teacher oriented has always been the method. When the teacher provide and supply lots of information to them, chit chat, speak, but they don't communicate with us, so it's kind of lame and it's kind of hard.
So just like online classes.
Yes.
Many of you and students have a lot of problem to have two-way communication in class, because they some of them I think I have son, so I think he also open his camera.
I also scold my son, because it's kind of rude,
So students' engagement is the key.
For the positivity.
There's two ways communication between teachers and students. Yes, that's important.
So, do you have any on Islamic perspective on students' engagement in class?
Of course, when it comes to Islamic perspective, Islam itself highlighted on adab,
Yes.
we need to cultivate adab, especially in the classroom, students must 100% put their focus, to the lectures from the lecturer or teachers, because, to achieve a successful grade in your examination, you need to put lots of effort, lots of focus in your classroom. And then, of course, you need to engage with your lecturers, with your teachers. Yeah, I think that's it. You need to cultivate the adab.
So to engagement is really important for us. Just not for the teacher, but also for the student.
Yes.
But it is a problem when you ask them, but ask them they understand or not. They just say I understand, but
I really love when my student ask me lots of questions. Because from there we know that these students pay attention to us in the class.
Yeah.
So yes, right?
We have the negative and the positive.
So you ask for him to. Alright. So that's is first positive students and teacher relationship. And second is effective staff approach. And third is student engagement. These are top secret of the effective teaching and learning. So next is what is it on your opinion on classroom environment? Classroom environment can contribute to effective classroom management. So this question I will ask Dr.
Alright. Okay, first thing first, when it comes to classroom environment, there are three main foundation. Okay, the first one is flexibility. Second one is openness, and the last one is easy access to resources. So I think I'm going to highlight on openness and flexibility. Okay. When in classroom, some of the students they make lots of noisy sound. They didn't pay attention to their lecturer, their teachers. So this will cause unhappy or what do we call unpositive, negativity environment in the classroom. So we don't want that to happen.
Nowadays, the girls always use the fan. The fan.
Yes.
You're already in the classroom where the air conditioner is working.
Yes.
Still you need a fan.
Yes. I don't think the same thing. Why you need to bring your fan in the classroom when you already have air conditioner?
It noise.
It makes lots of noisy sound. Will cause distraction to other students to focus in the class.
To our lecture.
Yes, the lecture as well.
So the classroom environment is also contribute.
Yes, of course.
Effective teaching environment.
And to add, maybe as we can see in this class, it seems kind of gloomy. We don't have such decoration. Maybe you can add lots of decoration because we are teaching a teacher to be, right?
Yeah.
They are going to be a teacher.
Kuliah
Kuliah education. So this is not the type of class.
So we should add more.
To prepare them how they are going to teach in the classroom environment, with such decoration and everything.
So do you have anything to add?
I think no.
Unfortunately, I agree with you. So I will ask the next question for you. So could you explain on consistent discipline? Consistent discipline in class is one of the key to be an effective teacher. So you put order, you put a rule in class to be effective to your student. So do you believe that consistent discipline is one of the key?
Consistent discipline. That is the key. Because consistent discipline is you want to manage the classroom. From anything nowadays, students can use phones and tablet and anything they want, right? And if you don't manage the discipline, so they will use anytime they want and they will not give attention to our lecture.
So you have set a rule.
Yeah.
Even though you treat them like a friend.
Yeah.
But you need set a
Just take
border
a border, you know.
and discipline
Yeah.
style.
But wait, we are highlighting the discipline on the lecturers or the students?
The lectures to student.
To students.
To students.
So consistent discipline. So do you have any opinion?
I think for me, the disciplines can be developed, you know, before they are going to be a teacher or lecturer, maybe improve from themselves, can be shown, can be seen when they are achieving really good marks in the examination, good CGPA in their semester, you know, because that require lots of discipline and effort, you know. You know, to receive dailies in exam and such whatnot, that's require discipline. So, as example, I give you, if a student manage to maintain the dailies for all of he or she,
For every semester.
yeah, every semester, you know, for 8 semester, then that's a proof of discipline. And then that kind of student, when they go outside and they teach, you know, they become a teacher, inshallah. When it comes to discipline, there will be no problem for them to handle the exams. Yeah, they can finish.
So the first thing is the teachers teacher himself need to have the discipline.
Yes.
And then the student
Of course, yes. And maybe they can involve themselves by joining the leadership program. Because here in field of education we have lots of society, right? We have website, tests.
To develop
When I was student, I used to join tests.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. It has a lot of benefits, you know. And nowadays, I can see that that is very important thing for our students.
True.
So
So to develop our social skill, our soft skill.
the discipline is important.
Very important.
So
Do you have anything to add? Any questions?
no, I think that's all for me for the question. But to conclude, so there are five key to effective teaching and learning. So the first one is positive. We need to have the positive teacher and student relationship.
Yeah.
So and next is how we approach student, effective style. We need to use different method, not same as
Our teachers, right?
Our nenek moyang.
Yeah. So and next is student engagement in class is very important in terms of two-way communication.
Yeah.
And next is classroom environment. Classroom environment also the key to effective teaching and learning. And the last one is of course consistent discipline. Everything we do in this work we need discipline.
Yeah.
So that's all from today about effective teaching and learning. So thank you, Dr. Muhammad Muaz and Muhammad Zulkifli and Dr. Muhammad Maimin Naufal for coming today. So that's all from IIUM Podcast Channel for today. Let's go. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Why there's a lot of students don't want to continue studying? Yo, hey. Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam, Dikri. Sihat? Alhamdulillah, baik. Apa yang sedang anda lakukan? I just read the news about SPM candidates don't want to continue studying. Faris, aku nak tanya pendapat kau lah. Kau rasa kan mana lagi bagus? Sama ada aku sambung belajar ataupun aku terus bekerja? Kau rasa mana yang lagi okey antara dua tu?
In my opinion, I think continue your study after SPM is the important thing, because firstly, you will getting hired in a competitive job market. When you choose to pursue your studies after SPM, you can be assured that employers are likely to hire you tertiary qualification, especially in knowledge-based industries like programming, academics. To be a certificate counselor, for example, is to have a solid foundation in understanding the human psycho and the different counseling techniques through a Bachelor of Guidance and Counseling program. Most certainly, there are jobs out there that don't require a university degree but a specific certification. For instance, you can pursue your career as a fitness instructor, property agent, planner or flight attendant. If these jobs don't suit you long term, it's probably time to enroll in a degree program for a career switch. And second thing is, if you continue your study, you can enhance your soft skills. You know that soft skills is very important in our life. Going to university means you will learn a lot more than just different management styles or how to create a good presentation. You also will learn soft skills that are subtle and transferable, which are crucial at any workplace. These soft skills include good communication, teamwork, negotiation, critical thinking, and problem solving. Each of these can add value to your future job, which wherever industry you apply in. And my last opinion is continue study can make you grow your social network. Some of the impactful things to do after SPM is to make connections that will help you in your future career endeavors. At university, you can connect with university peers and lecturers on campus, and no doubt they can become great career advisors and support. This is more evident for working adult students, where they can meet each other students who come from various industries in a classroom setting.
Tapi kan Faris, aku rasa kerja ni lebih baik sebab yang pertama, aku dapat pengalaman sebenar. Kau tahu kan, sekarang ramai atau banyak syarikat yang memerlukan banyak, diorang lebih mementingkan pengalaman daripada kelulusan ijazah semata-mata. Jadi aku rasa sebab itulah kerja tu lebih baik daripada aku sambung belajar. Selain tu, aku rasa kalau aku kerja, aku akan dapat duit aku dan aku dapat jana pendapatan. Sebab kalau aku sambung belajar, maybe akan mengambil masa lebih kurang 4 tahun pembelajaran aku. Tapi kalau aku terus bekerja, mungkin aku akan dapat kumpul duit lebih awal untuk aku beli kereta ataupun motor ataupun rumah. Kau tahu kan, contohnya kalau aku terus bekerja, maybe basic gaji aku akan dalam 1,500. Tapi untuk 4 tahun yang akan datang, mungkin aku akan dinaikkan pangkat ataupun dan gaji aku akan mungkin dalam 2,500 atau macam tu. Tapi kalau aku meneruskan pelajaran dan lepas aku lulus ijazah, aku akan jadi fresh graduate, dan mungkin fresh graduate gajinya hanya dalam sekitar 1,500 begitu pada zaman sekarang. Alright, yang terakhir, aku rasa pendapat aku yang terakhir, aku dapat mengasah bakat aku yang terpendam. Kau tahu kan, tak semestinya aku boleh mengasah bakat ni hanya dalam kelas saja. Okey. Jadi mungkin aku lebih minat untuk mempraktikkan aku punya bakat tu ke dalam bidang yang aku minat, ke dalam kerja yang aku minat. Jadi sebab tu aku rasa macam sebab kesimpulannya aku rasa macam kerja ni lebih baik daripada aku meneruskan pelajaran.
Oh, I see. Tapi kan kebanyakan student yang tak nak sambung study ni kan, mungkinlah ada kaitan dengan environment study dia orang yang tidak dipupuk sejak sekolah menengah lagi. Kan? Macam contoh, kalaulah student tu dipupuk dengan environment classroom yang positif, supporting teacher, mesti dia akan sambung belajar. Macam contoh, kalau dalam kelas tu ada positive vibes, duduk dalam kalangan pelajar yang suka belajar, and then suka jawab soalan, buat latihan, student tu juga akan rasa nak belajar. Dan juga yang paling penting, cikgu tu kena memainkan peranan yang betul-betul supaya pelajar minat untuk belajar. Sebagai contoh, cikgu perlu supporting dengan student dan juga memupuk semangat positif dalam diri student. Kalaulah cikgu tu buat kuis ke apa, bagilah sedikit hadiah ke apa kan. So cikgu ni perlu mainkan peranan penting sebab dia lah untuk membentuk student tu supaya minat kepada belajar. Zikri, by the way, I want to ask you something. What is the factors, or I can say that experience in your school that make you don't want to pursue studies?
Sebenarnya kan Faris, aku ada sebab yang menyebabkan aku rasa kerja ni lebih bagus daripada aku belajar. Okey. Waktu aku sekolah menengah dulu, aku dikategorikan sebagai antara pelajar yang bermasalah. Jadi cikgu sentiasa mencari salah aku, walaupun aku rasa macam aku sebenarnya tak ada pun masalah dengan cikgu tu. Selain tu aku rasa cikgu aku macam tak supporting, yang menyebabkan, dan seterusnya cikgu tu asyik nak menyalahkan aku walaupun aku tak bersalah dalam satu hal tu. Contohnya, kalau aku masuk lambat dalam kelas, cikgu akan asyik nak serang aku, walaupun untuk kelas yang seterusnya aku datang awal ke kelas. Selain tu kawasan persekitaran aku, iaitu environment kelas aku, sangat tak membantu aku untuk meneruskan pelajaran. Sebab ramai antara kawan-kawan aku yang diorang lebih suka ambil kerja separuh masa ataupun kerja part time, sebab diorang rasa itu lebih berbaloi dalam hidup diorang, dan diorang pun dapat duit daripada kalau aku hanya jana pendapatan aku melalui duit yang mak ayah aku bagi. Jadi dan seterusnya, ramai kawan-kawan aku yang diorang sebenarnya tak nak belajar pun, diorang hanya masuk kelas untuk tanda tangan kehadiran, dan diorang seperti melepaskan batuk di tangga. Jadi sebab tu aku rasa macam kerja ni lebih baiklah daripada aku teruskan belajar. Sebab trauma aku untuk sambung belajar, trauma aku yang daripada sekolah menengah. Alright.
Oh, but when I was in foundation study, I've been exposed to a comprehensive and effective learning environment due to learning in air-conditioned classroom. Next, the lecturer who is very supportive and generous and sincere in teaching his students. Further, able to foster cooperation among students through group assignment and also being in a circle that likes to learn. So, the learning environment in higher education is very fun and effective because the learning environment is very calm and enjoyable. So, saya nasihatkan awak untuk sambunglah study ke peringkat yang lebih tinggi, sebab dia beza dengan sekolah dulu dengan yang lebih tinggi. Environment dia amatlah beza sangat dan menyeronokkan.
Okay, Faris, jujur aku nak tanya kau, kau rasa aku ada peluang yang lebih cerah tak kalau aku nak terus sambung pelajaran aku?
Saya rasa memang peluang ada lebih cerah kalau awak sambung study. Sebab sekarang zaman orang nak tengok kepada taraf education dan juga experience seseorang tu. Jadi betul lah, perlulah awak sambung study. Saya ada kerja lah yang nak perlu dia buat. Nanti kita borak lagi ya.
Okay Farid, terima kasih banyak-banyak tau sebab bagi aku penjelasan dan pencerahan untuk aku sambung belajar atau aku terus bekerja. Okay, terima kasih.
Waalaikumsalam.
Why there's a lot of students don't want to continue studying
Yo, Farid. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam, Dikri. Sihat? Alhamdulillah, baik.
Apa yang sedang anda lakukan?
I just read the news about SPM candidates don't want to continue studying.
Faris, aku nak tanya pendapat kau lah. Kau rasa kan mana lagi bagus? Sama ada aku sambung belajar ataupun aku terus bekerja? Kau rasa mana yang lagi okey antara dua tu?
In my opinion, I think continuous study after SPM is the important thing because firstly, you will getting hired in a competitive job market. When you choose to pursue your studies after SPM, you can be assured that employers are likely to hire you tertiary qualification, especially in knowledge-based industries like programming, academics. To be a certificate counselor, for example, is to have a solid foundation in understanding the human psycho and the different counseling techniques through a Bachelor of Guidance and Counseling program. Most certainly, there are jobs out there that don't require a university degree but a specific certification. For instance, you can pursue your career as a fitness instructor, property agent, planner or flight attendant. If these jobs don't suit you long term, it's probably time to enroll in a degree program for a career switch. And second thing is, if you continue your study, you can enhance your soft skills. You know that soft skills is very important in our life. Going to university means you will learn a lot more than just different management styles or how to create a good presentation. You also will learn soft skills that are subtle and transferable, which are crucial at any workplace. These soft skills include good communication, teamwork, negotiation, critical thinking, and problem solving. Each of these can add value to your future job, which wherever industry you apply in. And my last opinion is continuous study can make you grow your social network. Some of the impactful things to do after SPM is to make connections that will help you in your future career endeavors. At university, you can connect with university peers and lecturers on campus, and no doubt they can become great career advisors and support. This is more evident for working adult students, where they can meet each other students who come from various industries in a classroom setting.
Tapi kan Faris, aku rasa kerja ni lebih baik sebab yang pertama, aku dapat pengalaman sebenar. Kau tahu kan, sekarang ramai atau banyak syarikat yang memerlukan banyak, diorang lebih mementingkan pengalaman daripada kelulusan ijazah semata-mata. Jadi aku rasa sebab itulah kerja tu lebih baik daripada aku sambung belajar. Selain tu, aku rasa kalau aku kerja, aku akan dapat duit aku dan aku dapat jana pendapatan. Sebab kalau aku sambung belajar, maybe akan mengambil masa lebih kurang 4 tahun pembelajaran aku. Tapi kalau aku terus bekerja, mungkin aku akan dapat kumpul duit lebih awal untuk aku beli kereta ataupun motor ataupun rumah. Kau tahu kan, contohnya kalau aku terus bekerja, maybe basic gaji aku akan dalam 1,500. Tapi untuk 4 tahun yang akan datang, mungkin aku akan dinaikkan pangkat ataupun dan gaji aku akan mungkin dalam 2,500 atau macam tu. Tapi kalau aku meneruskan pelajaran dan lepas aku lulus ijazah, aku akan jadi fresh graduate. Dan mungkin fresh graduate gajinya hanya dalam sekitar 1,500 begitu pada zaman sekarang. Alright, yang terakhir, aku rasa pendapat aku yang terakhir, aku dapat mengasah bakat aku yang terpendam. Kau tahu kan, tak semestinya aku boleh mengasah bakat ni hanya dalam kelas saja. Okey. Jadi mungkin aku lebih minat untuk mempraktikkan aku punya bakat tu ke dalam bidang yang aku minat, ke dalam kerja yang aku minat. Jadi sebab tu aku rasa macam sebab kesimpulannya, aku rasa macam kerja ni lebih baik daripada aku meneruskan pelajaran.
Oh, I see. Tapi kan, kebanyakan student yang tak nak sambung study ni kan, mungkinlah ada kaitan dengan environment study dia orang yang tidak dipupuk sejak sekolah menengah lagi. Kan? Macam contoh, kalaulah student tu dipupuk dengan environment classroom yang positif, supporting teacher, mesti dia akan sambung belajar. Macam contoh, kalau dalam kelas tu ada positive vibes, duduk dalam kalangan pelajar yang suka belajar, and then suka jawab soalan, buat latihan, student tu juga akan rasa nak belajar. Dan juga yang paling penting, cikgu tu kena memainkan peranan yang betul-betul supaya pelajar minat untuk belajar. Sebagai contoh, cikgu perlu supporting dengan student dan juga memupuk semangat positif dalam diri student. Kalaulah cikgu tu buat kuis ke apa, bagilah sedikit hadiah ke apa kan. So cikgu ni perlu mainkan peranan penting, sebab dia lah untuk membentuk student tu supaya minat kepada belajar. Zikri, by the way, I want to ask you something. What is the factors, or I can say that experience in your school that make you don't want to pursue studies?
Sebenarnya kan Faris, aku ada sebab yang menyebabkan aku rasa kerja ni lebih bagus daripada aku belajar. Okey, waktu aku sekolah menengah dulu, aku dikategorikan sebagai antara pelajar yang bermasalah. Jadi cikgu sentiasa mencari salah aku, walaupun aku rasa macam aku sebenarnya tak ada pun masalah dengan cikgu tu. Selain tu, aku rasa cikgu aku macam tak supporting, yang menyebabkan, dan seterusnya cikgu tu asyik nak menyalahkan aku walaupun aku tak bersalah dalam satu hal tu. Contohnya, kalau aku masuk lambat dalam kelas, cikgu akan asyik nak serang aku, walaupun untuk kelas yang seterusnya aku datang awal ke kelas. Selain tu kawasan persekitaran aku, iaitu environment kelas aku, sangat tak membantu aku untuk meneruskan pelajaran. Sebab ramai antara kawan-kawan aku yang diorang lebih suka ambil kerja separuh masa ataupun kerja part time, sebab diorang rasa itu lebih berbaloi dalam hidup diorang. dan diorang pun dapat duit daripada kalau aku hanya jana pendapatan aku melalui duit yang mak ayah aku bagi. Jadi dan seterusnya ramai kawan-kawan aku yang diorang sebenarnya tak nak belajar pun. Diorang hanya masuk kelas untuk tanda tangan kehadiran dan diorang seperti melepaskan batuk di tangga. Jadi sebab tu aku rasa macam kerja ni lebih baiklah daripada aku teruskan belajar. Sebab trauma aku untuk sambung belajar, trauma aku yang daripada sekolah menengah. Alright.
Oh, but when I was in foundation study, I've been exposed to a comprehensive and effective learning environment due to learning in air-conditioned classroom. Next, the lecturer who is very supportive and generous and sincere in teaching his students. Further, able to foster cooperation among students through group assignment and also being in a circle that likes to learn. So, the learning environment in higher education is very fun and effective because the learning environment is very calm and enjoyable. So, saya nasihatkan awak untuk sambunglah study ke peringkat yang lebih tinggi sebab dia beza dengan sekolah dulu dengan yang lebih tinggi. Environment dia amatlah beza sangat dan menyeronokkan.
Okay, Faris, jujur aku nak tanya kau. Kau rasa aku ada peluang yang lebih cerah tak kalau aku nak terus sambung pelajaran aku?
Saya rasa memang peluang ada lebih cerah kalau awak sambung study. Sebab sekarang zaman orang nak tengok kepada taraf education dan juga experience seseorang tu. Jadi betul lah, perlulah awak sambung study. Saya ada kerja lah yang nak perlu dia buat. Nanti kita borak lagi ya.
Okay Farid, terima kasih banyak-banyak tau sebab bagi aku penjelasan dan pencerahan untuk aku sambung belajar atau aku terus bekerja. Okay, terima kasih. Okay.